Good morning, students. So today's class, I think last class we had seen some of the hashing techniques. So we saw two methods, that is division method and mid square method. So today's class, let us see the third hashing technique, which is the folding method. So what exactly is folding method? We are given a key, let us call it as K. Now this key K is going to be partitioned into number of parts. Okay, I'm going to partition into number of parts, then add these parts together, and then we are trying to ignore the last carry. Okay, so these are the steps. We are given a key is partitioned into number of parts. We are going to add these parts together and ignore the key. All right, so suppose I say we have a let us say a k digit number. So k digit number means I can take k to be equal to d1, d2, d3, d4. That means k has 4 digits. d1 is the first digit, d2 is the second digit, d3 is the third digit, d4 is the fourth digit. Now I will take my hashing function as h of k is equal to, what did I say? K is going to be partitioned into number of parts. Okay, so that means I will, let us say if I have a 4-digit number, I will partition it into two parts, k1 and k2. Okay, where k1 is what is k1? K1 is my first two digits. All right, k2 is going to be my last two digits, d3 and d4. Now I'm going to add these two, k1 and k2. I will add. If I'm going to get any carry, I will ignore the last carry. So that is the method behind folding method. Now let us take some examples. Now I will take h of 3205. Okay, now I will try to divide this into what we should do. We are given a 4-digit number, d1, d2, d3, d4. What is d1? d1 is 3, d2 is 0, 2, d3 is 0, and d4 is 5. Okay, I have been given this. Now h of k, I have to, what I should do? I should write it as k1 and k2. Divided, that means I partition it into number of parts. So when I do that, I can write this as h of k is equal to k1. What is k1? K1 is d1, d2. What is d1, d2? 3 and 2, correct? So I will take h of k as 32 plus k1 plus k2. What is k2? K2 is d3, d4. That is third digit and the fourth digit. So third digit and fourth digit means I will take 0 and 5. So h of k, that is the hash key, is going to be 32 plus 5, that is nothing but 37. So for this 4-digit number 3205, my hash key is going to be 37. This is how we try to do in the folding method. Now let me take one more example. H of 3250. All right. Now, in this case, let us say h of k is equal to, I have to do what? First, I have to partition it into number of parts. All right. So here I have 4 digits. So first 2 digits and last 2 digits. That's how I will partition it now. So first 2 digit is what? 32. Last 2 digit is what? 50. So what is the sum? If I get 32 plus 50, I would get 82. So 82 will be my hash key. All right. So next, let me take another example. H of 7184. So 7184, again I have to partition it into number of parts. So I will take this h of 7184 means I will take h of k is equal to 71 plus 84. Now when I add 71 and 84, I will get 155, and I have to ignore the last carry. Add the parts and ignore the last carry, correct? So when I get 155, this one one is the last carry there, which I have to ignore. So my hash key will actually become 55 and not 155. All right. Hope I am clear. Next, let us take one more example. Let me write here. H of 7148. Okay. Now this again I can divide it as 71 plus means I have to write h of k will now become K1 plus K2. What is K1? D1, D2. D1, D2 is what? 7 and 1. Plus D3, D4 is what? 4 and 8. Now when I add the 71 and 48, I will get 119, right? So this last carry I have to ignore. So that means I will ignore this one. So this will now become 19. So my answer is actually 19 and not 119. Alright. Next. I will take one more example. H of 1596. Okay. So this h of k, I write it as 15 plus 96. Now 15 plus 96, if I add, how much I'll get? I'll get 111. Okay. So in this 111, I'll have to ignore the last carry. So my answer will now be 11. All right. So this is called as folding method. So there are three methods under hashing. Division method we saw in the last video session. I have told you what is division method and what is mid square method. The third method is folding method. So we are given a key and we are going to partition it into number of parts. Then we are adding these parts and we are ignoring the last cap. So that's how we try to calculate the hash key. All right. Next. Now, next let us move on to what is called as collision in hashing. What do we mean by collision? What do we mean by collision? Collision means, now suppose we saw division method. Let me take the same example. Suppose in case of division method, I have got 26 mod 10. What do I do? When I calculate 26 mod 10, I will get answer as 6. Okay. Now, suppose that means what? What does this mean? In the hash table, in the sixth location, I am going to store 26. That is what it means. Correct? Now, as long as there is one number to be stored in every location of the hash table, there is no issue. Now, suppose I had another number called 16. Suppose I take 16 mod 10. 16 mod 10 would be what? 6 again, right? Now, in the sixth position of the hash table, will I store 26 or will I store 16? There is a contention. That is what you call it as collision. That means hash function may return the same hash value for two or more keys. Alright, when the hash value of a key matches or collides to an already occupied slot of the hash table, we call it as collision. That means hash value is same for 26, it is same for 16 also. So when how will you store this, where will you store 26 and where will you store 16? Both have to be stored in 6 only. Is it not? That is what you call it as collision. Now, next what we are going to see is what are called as collision resolution techniques. What are collision resolution technique? The resolution means what? You have to resolve the collision. Now, in this example, if you see, there is a collision, correct? So, we have 26 mod 10 is 6, 16 mod 10 is also 6. So, that means for the sixth location, there is going to be a collision. How are you going to resolve this technique? Or how are you going to resolve this collision? What are the techniques that are involved there? Alright, so now let us see what techniques are there in order to resolve the collision. The first technique is called as separate chaining, or you also call it as open hashing. Okay. The second technique you call is nothing but called as open addressing. Open addressing is also called as closed hashing. Okay. What are the collision resolution techniques we are going to learn? We are going to learn two different techniques. One is separate chaining, which is also called open hashing. Then the other one is called as open addressing, which is also called as closed hashing. Now, we will start first with what is called separate chaining, or you also call it as open hashing. Now, in this collision technique, what we are going to do is, in this technique, we are going to create a Okay, we are going to create a linked list for whichever slot that there is going to be a collision. Linked list to the slot for which the collision occurs. That means wherever, suppose here in the sixth slot there is a collision happening. Then for the sixth slot alone, we are going to create a linked list. Okay, so that is what you call it as separate chaining, because the linked list of, to this slot appears like a chain. Hence you call this technique as separate chain. We'll see an example. Suppose I take the hash function. What is my hash function? My hash function, I will take it as key mod 7. This is my hash function. Okay. Now, using this separate chaining technique, I have to resolve the collision if it is going to occur. All right. So let me take some values. 50. I will take 700, 76, 85, 92, 73, 101. Now these are the elements I have taken. Okay. Now what is my hash function? Hash function is key mod 7. Now I have to apply this hash function to each of these keys. Okay. And then see where I can store it. Now I am going to have a table. I will take, this is my table. I'm showing the table like this because I am not able to represent the table pictorially. So zeroth location, what are we going to store? First location. Then I will take, since it is key mod 7, we should have 7 locations in the hash table. Okay, 0, 3, then 4, 5, 6. I think that's sufficient. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 7 locations in the hash table. We have to see based on this function where can we store, and if there is a collision occurring, what we should do. Right. So now let us take up each one separately. 50. First one is what? 50. 50 mod 7. What is 50 mod 7? 50 mod 7 is going to be 1. Correct. So that means in the first location you are going to store 50. This is my table. Okay, this one 0, 1, 2, 3. This is my hash table. Assume that. Next, 700. 700 mod 7. Mod means what? You should have the reminder. Okay, don't go for the quotient. 700 mod 7 is 0. Right. So in the 0th location, I am going to store 700. Next, I have 80, 76. 76 mod 7. 76 mod 7 is 6. Okay. So in the 6th location, I will store 76. Next, I have 85. 85 mod 7. 85 mod 7 is what? 1. Okay. So in the first location, now observe here, 50 mod 7 is 1. So in the first location, already we have stored 50. Now 85 mod 7 is also 1. So that means there is going to be a collision at this. What I have to store, either 85 or 50. So at the slot 1, I will be creating a linked list. So first node of the linked list will have 50. The second node will have 85. Wherever there is a collision happening, only there I will try to create a linked list. Okay. Next, 92. 92 mod 7 is what? 1. Again here what's happening? In the location 1, we already have 50, we already have 85. Now comes one more number which is 92. So 92 will be the third node there. 92. This is nothing but a linked list. Okay. Next I have 73. 73 mod 7. 73 mod 7 is 3. So 3 is not an issue. I can simply store 73 at that location. Next I have 101. 101 mod 7. What is it? Is 2. Okay. So that also not an issue. I can simply store 2 or 3. 101. I'm sorry. 101 mod 7 is 3. Okay. So 3 means already you have 73 here at 3. Now I want to store one more key at the location 3. So I will create a linked list. First node will be 73. Second node will have 101. So this is how I try to resolve the collision when I use a separate chaining or open hashing method. Few more examples, we'll see it in the next session. Okay. So, so few more examples we'll see in the next session. I'll end the session with this. Thank you.